another thing is baby mamas also choose to get to that point in their actions as well, right? Everyone has to take accountability at the end of the day. We gotta remember, Oguti, for the baby to be had, two parties were involved. For the two parties to be involved, they need to have logic, they need to have wisdom, they need to think beyond themselves and think for the kid.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So once one person decides to be selfish, it becomes a game of revenge, whereby you've done this, so I'm gonna do this. Now you did this, you did this with the kid, you made me spend 2 hours. Now I'm gonna do this with this.
You spend more hours,
And once it gets to that point, it just escalates, right? Because two people decided to not be mature enough to look beyond themselves. It's selfishness, bro. Once you think about yourself and how you feel over your baby mama, how you feel over your baby daddy, over the kid, and you putting your kid's life in detriment over that stuff, you're being selfish, dog. There is no other way. There literally is no other way, dog. Y'all have to be mature enough to get to that point and understand it's not about you. You died when you gave birth to this kid in this relationship of yours. That's the thing, bro. So niggas don't want to understand that. Women don't want to understand that, because we can't always say it's niggas, because women
sometimes
also
it's
do
women.
this a lot, dog. Like, it's people as a whole. That's why both parties, bro, both parties have to be responsible, take accountability, bro. Accountability, we don't want to take accountability, bro. It's always the other person's fault. It's always you started me, and I had to react. But sometimes taking accountability means that you become the bigger person.
Yeah.
Means that this person doesn't have to say I'm wrong for you to know, which nah, just let it slide. Because sometimes, especially with women get emotional. Sometimes you gotta understand which your woman is not gonna admit which you are right in this. So take your L to her, but your W, because you know that you're right. Chill with it, bro. Chill with it. The book of Proverbs says a fool would look much wiser than he is if he just shut up.
Just keeps quiet,
Literally.
Crazy.
So that's all you have to do is understand the situation, understand which in this point I'm becoming the bigger person. In this point I'm becoming this. I'm doing this for the sake of the kid. It's not about you, it's not about pleasing her.
It's about the kid.
Doesn't matter what she thinks, but the kid must have a fair chance of being able to see the mother, being able to see the father.
Dad,
Equal time, equal love, equal opportunity for both sides to have time with the kid, bonding, what, because just because you are the mother doesn't mean now the father only has to send money and doesn't get to see the kid as much as he wants.
And they do that, these women,
has
dog.
as much right as you have to see that kid and hold that kid and be physically there with that kid, right? And the mother has enough obligation as well, if she has an income, to help out the kid. If she doesn't, bro, get a job. What are you talking about? You talk about equality, you want equality. You're telling me, Uguti, you decided, Uguti, this man is not enough for you to what you want to do this on your own. Get a job, help out with the kids' things. Don't always expect the guy to put in the money. When you have both hands, both eyes, and you can do the same thing he does, quote unquote. Come on.
Facts.
Come on,
bro.
Come on, what are we talking about? Breastfeeding? Bro, breastfeeding a kid, what age does that stop till they transition to milk?
It depends, though. It could be a year to 3 years.
That's a parent's choice as well. It's how much you wanna teach, like the transition. Do you start your baby after like a couple of months? You're like, okay, we're starting to feed him this type of milk, or you wanna continue breastfeeding? That becomes a parent's choice at the end of the day, whatever it is. But the point is that when it comes to the kid, both of y'all are supposed to be equally involved, especially because in this situation, you guys are not in a relationship. Because if y'all are in a relationship, we wouldn't be having this whole conversation.
We're gonna be talking
right?
about it.
So it means that you guys being separated and not being in a relationship, but being in a relationship in order to raise this kid, y'all must make sacrifices on your own. Y'all must equally make sacrifices on your own for the kid. So you can now look at him and say, because he's a man, he's supposed to provide more. No.
work like
if he was
that.
in a relationship
Yeah.
with you, it would make sense. He would have to provide. But because now y'all are not together, you decided to go do your own thing. Let your other man provide for the
Dude,
kid,
yeah,
rather. You feel if that's
yeah.
how you wanna go with it. But otherwise, you
But that's
gotta get a
fucked up,
job, baby
dog. That's
girl. Go
fucked
to
up.
McDonald's, bro. They have so many
Reality of
locations.
it, though.
Yeah, it is the reality of it, bro. But a lot of people don't want to think about that. A lot of people want to be selfish and think about how they feeling right now, their emotions, what's in it for them, what they benefit, how they can hurt the next person. It's never about the kid. And why are y'all together right now for the kid? And then when the kid grows up, does some dumb stuff, becomes some criminal, whatever, now it's the kid's fault.
Product of my environment.
Product of your environment. Until when? Until Jesus comes to the kid. Then the kid will have to choose whether he wants to continue with that life or not. Then it
Yeah.
becomes his fault. But we're talking about a kid. You know, he's a kid. He's a kid at the end of the day. You know, he's not at that age yet. And how do we know? How do you have a guarantee that this kid is going to live long enough for Jesus to change his life?
You don't even know, bro.
We don't even know. So the kid could die tomorrow. The kid could literally grow up thinking, hey, my dad doesn't like me, this, commit suicide. Go do drugs, overdose. Anything could happen. They could die anytime.
Yeah, there's a lot of things
And
that are
now,
happening.
It's no longer like you just lost a life because of you guys as parents were selfish. That's all it is.
Yeah, facts,
Right?
facts.
And it's under, bro, like it's a maturity thing, bro. It's literally a maturity thing because in order to say I'm going to be a bigger person, you have to be mature to that extent. You cannot be childish and think which you can think over a situation and be a bigger person. That will never happen because your emotions will take control. Because being a bigger person is realizing, yes, this is how I feel right now, but logic kicks in over the emotions, right? Then that way you can be able to think of it in a logical way that, okay, emotionally I'm feeling like this, but this is the situation. So in order for the situation to pan out like this, I need to do this.
1, 2,
and
3,
then
yeah,
you feel,
yeah.
and thinking about it like that. But now when you're drunk of anger, what you say to me? What you say to me? You're gonna go nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
Because the louder you get, the louder the other one gets. The more disrespectful you get,
The more disrespectful the
other
next
one
person gets,
It's
yeah.
like we can give and take. It's not a problem. But that will only stop when one person decides to be the bigger person.
And chills, yeah.
Exactly.